This is the Northwest Tank Line Super Bowl show coming to you from Radio Row, Mandalay Bay Hotel. We're at the Convention Center, and we are thrilled to have a little bit of a, what do they call that, detour. We've been talking football. Usually when we get to this event, we like talking different sports. We like talking entertainment. Ryan BABEL stops by. He played in 2 World Cups. He's working on a sports docuseries giving athletes a unique platform to share their stories. 20 years as a footballer. Ajax, Liverpool. Besiktas, Fulham, Ajax, Netherlands, international career. Man, it's nice to have you aboard.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you know, my producer, Mike Whittingham, he's got a little Dutch in him, so he's going to start
okay.
yelling. What's that hoop thing that you guys do? Hoop what? What's
Hoop?
Hoop? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Hoop. How much fun you having at Radio Row?
Yeah, I'm having fun. It's intense, you know, hopping from place to place, but I'm having a lot of fun, you know, getting educated on this space and you know, American football overall. I'm humble. It's new to me, but I have a lot of fun. I
have a friend of mine. My daughter lives in London, actually.
Okay.
And one of her friends there works for BBC. Joe Rawson is his name.
All right.
Covers some of the Premiership, and I just sent him a video of Radio Row, and he was like, "Oh my God!"
Yes.
Right? He goes, "That's insane!"
Yes.
Right? I mean, how many stations are here broadcasting this event? So imagine when you kind of walked in, you kind of went, "Man,
absolutely."
It's a little
absolutely.
For your first time. It's our 23rd time here, but
wow.
even 23rd time here, you're still kind of like, you know, going. You're awed by it because, to be honest, it's a lot bigger this year than it has been. Say, probably the biggest this year since before COVID.
Okay.
So it's nice to see it rebound.
Quick question on that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like every year or at the end of such an experience that you feel like we didn't do this right, so that next year we're going to do it different?
No. It's, you know what I call this, big game hunting or fishing, right?
Okay.
We could have the greatest lineup that we've had,
all right,
and it'll always be that 1 or 2 guys that got away. This is, for us, it's like, the best way to describe it's almost like a hunting or fishing expedition, right?
Okay, got it.
You're going out there and you're getting all these guests, and a lot of people that you know, and then sometimes there are people that you don't know, but you're always at the end of the week, you're like, I wish we could have got him.
Yeah.
Right? I wish we could have got him, right? Sense. So, but it's always a lot of fun.
Okay.
Tell us about what you have going on with this new initiative of yours.
Yeah, you know, in all honesty, I just retired 3 months ago, and now I'm finding basically myself in a space of, you know, what's next, right? And even though I still don't really know, I'm busy with a lot of different type of things, and one of the things is, you know, I started in 2021 making a rap album about my career. I got approached by a journalist who wanted to write my autobiography, and I said no, it's too early. But I got inspired by that initiative, so I took that initiative concept into music. I produced a rap album, and after that I got inspired to actually make a short movie about that experience as well. Now, after shooting and investing in it myself, people said, hey, maybe you can take it to streaming platforms. So that's what I tried to do, and all the streaming platforms liked the initiative, but they said the format was too short and they couldn't use that. So they advised me maybe to try and break it open and shoot way more content, or trying to include other players. So I felt like maybe it's a great idea to include other players so that it becomes a mini-series, and then after that maybe will be interesting for...
How much did you take from the world of football? I'm talking overseas, your football. How much do you take from that sport and some of the principles and things that you had as an athlete and transferred it over into what you're doing now?
Well, a lot. You know, I feel like one of the great things that sticks with you is commitment, discipline, focus, and if you definitely feel like you're a person who wants to excel and you're very ambitious, you need those principles. And I feel like, you know, to be and become a professional athlete on itself takes a lot of, you know, work and commitment, and unfortunately it's not for everyone.
Yeah, and I think one of the things, too, when you talk to people that have transitioned from being athletes into entrepreneurs or the business world, it's a situation where a lot of the things that you did as an athlete, you kind of now have to, whether it's discipline, whether it's attention to detail, you know what I mean, whether, you know, teamwork, all of it, all these things you kind of use as an athlete, you kind of going to have to transfer into the business world.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I think great things are not achievable by yourself, and you need great teams, great people around you in order to achieve those things. I believe that.
All right, FIFA World Cup, it's coming to Vancouver.
Yes.
Don't tell me Netherlands. I mean, I go back to the days of Ruud Gullit and those guys. So, no. You guys always disappoint me in my World Cup pool. Who do you like and why in the World Cup coming up?
World Cup is always a great event on itself, and it's always exciting to see because it's every 4 years. To see how teams have developed in those 4 years. So you see sometimes players leaving, new players adapting. So it's every 4 years. It's a question of, okay, how did the teams prepared for itself? Now I think France has a great generation. They showed that the last World Cup, and I feel like they were able to keep most of the players for the next World Cup. So I do believe that they have a great odds by reaching the finals again. Now we don't know if Messi will make it the next World Cup, but I feel like it was an incredible World Cup last time around, and the Netherlands always a question mark, like yourself. They
always have the talent.
Yes,
there's no question.
Yes, and
right?
But they always unfortunately disappoint. Now hopefully this time around. I don't know if we should say this time around will be different, but they have the talent.
See, I'm old enough to remember Johan Cruyff.
Absolutely.
Played in the North American Soccer League. And we had a guy in Vancouver for a year, Rudy Kroll.
Okay,
who's
Rudy Kroll,
a Dutch legend.
Absolutely.
He played in Vancouver with the Whitecaps for a season.
He was my assistant in Ajax Amsterdam.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we appreciate you stopping by. Ryan Babel, you can reach him on social at Ryan Babel, BABEL. And great stuff, and hopefully your initiative goes well.
Appreciate you having me.